Hey, what's up, gang? D here, and I want to talk to my podcast people right now. What are you guys doing to set yourselves apart in the vast sea of podcasts across the universe? And that way to make sure you're getting heard.
It's time to Ink Positive. Tips and insight from the Tattoo VO.
Well, if you aren't getting heard as much as you like, I got a few tips that can help you. Take it from me, I've had a couple very, very successful podcasts that were getting downloaded hundreds of times a week, and also have continued to work on many aspects of other people's podcasts for the last few years to help them grow it. So, a couple of quick tips. Number one, audio quality. Look, I'm not saying you got to be in a nice recording space like I have here in my VO studio, but try not to record it in the bathroom or somewhere where it sounds like you're in a tin can or the sound's just bouncing around. And because when people got their earbuds in, if they're hearing something that kind of turns them off audio wise, they're going to turn off your podcast, period. Number two, make sure you're organized. Stick to kind of an outline, break it down, know when you're going to move on to the next segment and so on to keep it flowing. Number three, keep it flowing. And I mean that in the sense of keep things in a conversational space. So if you have a guest, keep that flow going. If you're just doing it with a co host or whatever, make sure you have a good back and forth. People want to hear things that are real. People want to hear things that sound like, a couple folks just having a conversation. That is kind of supposed to be the point of how you do a proper podcast. Number four, make sure you got proper audio elements, whether it's intros or outros. I hear a lot of shows that just they don't catch my attention because they just go right into it, somebody talking about blah blah blah. It almost sounds like when you're flipping through the radio stations and you just kind of land on something in the middle of it, and that's how it hits the ear. So even if it's something quick, just a little music intro, whatever. Again, these are things I handle for a lot of people, so I'm happy to help you with that. If you have any further questions in more detail, please feel free to reach out to me about those sort of things. And number five, keep it shorter. Okay. I hear a lot of folks who are just starting out doing like 2 hour podcasts. And I'm like, yo, look, you're not Joe Rogan. No one's trying to listen to you for 2 hours. Okay. Start off with like 20, 30 minutes, depending on what your topic is, depending on how much stuff you have to cover. But that's the sweet spot. Most people are busy. They don't have time to be listening to an hour long, 2 hour long podcast, especially from somebody who hasn't established themselves in that space. So, those are just a few pointers. Again, I've been working with podcasters for years. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I'm always happy to help get your stuff tuned up a bit professionally. So, keep shining, keep listening to those podcasts, and keep putting out awesome content. Peace.